Computer. Right. Right. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Absolutely. Can you hear me okay?
I can, absolutely. You're looking wonderful. You got your interview face on.
You better believe it, Buster. You do not want to see the other face.
Oh,
It's
please,
not pretty.
go on now. I've had the privilege of, a time or two dropping off some different supplements through the house. So I've seen you at your quote unquote worst in the house.
Absolutely, you have. You see the whole face.
Good stuff. And I would be remiss if I didn't also mention that, of course, Yolanda won our last challenge, which was where we ran the tortoise to turkey challenge, and of course, she was the grand prize winner. And I'm saying that on the backdrop of the beginning of this interview because uh, a year ago, Yolanda had a heart attack. Yes, you heard it right here a year ago. And initially, when I was scheduling and planning on doing this interview, I was thinking it was more like 24. 2 years ago. But I'm thinking, wait a minute, doing the math, it's only been a year. And within that year, been able to see some tremendous results, obviously recovering at a much faster rate. So we thought it was important to get an interview on record to kind of share your story, not just about the heart attack and recovery, but also getting a good idea of your fitness journey and how you got to this place. So, starting with that, tell me a little bit more about yourself and how you started your fitness journey with Key Body and Fitness.
Oh my goodness. I was thinking about that myself. Believe it or not, it's been 25 to 30 years ago, when I first met you at your gym.
Yeah.
And that was I was referred by my employer.
Mhm.
And I said, okay, I'll try this out. And I came to the gym, met you, and you started me on this fitness journey.
Yeah.
Of course, life happens and life gets in the way, but we were together. I think we were together for a while
I want
there,
to
and then
say,
I kind of struck out.
so that was when the first year I moved into Bexley, old bricks and sticks operation. That was 2000. Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. That was the year
Wow.
2000. Exactly. So,
That
certainly that did, a couple of decades in, that is that is pretty good. Good deal.
that is. Oh my goodness. Well, that's how it began, and I am so glad that it started that way because I got into the fitness with you, and of course, then my family is it's notorious for diabetes runs in my family.
Yeah.
And I watched my mother expire from it. So I thought, I'm with David Key. This is a good time. I owe it to myself to keep myself fit, and at least continue with that journey, the exercise. So yeah, you started this
Hey, well,
train.
I can't take all the credit. I'll take some of it. And certainly, do you recall what motivated you to get started? Your employer told you, but was it from some bad testing, falling out of shape? What was the circumstance?
It was. I was afraid that I was falling into a diabetic category.
Mhm.
I was pre-diabetic. I have been
Mhm.
pre-diabetic. I'm no longer pre-diabetic, but I was. So it really that's what set me out on this journey is because I saw my mom, expire from it, and I thought that's not going to be me.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a health thing. That's what it was.
As you know, genetics are everything when it comes to different health markers and things like that. And you are a good example. One of my theories and the way that I've set up my business has always been set a platform because as people get in better shape, as they achieve their goals, those goals will change. If we got a good, strong foundation to build upon, so initially coming in for just to give your pancreas some relief and to get your numbers down from your blood sugar. Once that's been accomplished, people don't want to stop exercising. Now that you've acquired knowledge on other areas it can help, how this can help me maintain a healthy body for the rest of my life. This myth that we're supposed to, slow down. Just as a Yolanda, would you like to tell everybody your age?
Absolutely. I am 70 years old. I just turned 70 in August of last year.
And when I
Or
tell you,
this year, I'm sorry.
yeah,
Yeah,
obviously
August.
outperforming people that are younger than you, in some cases half your age. So again, one I mentioned she won the challenge last time. Guess who's in lead for the current challenge?
Oh my goodness.
Guess y'all just gonna let Yolanda win everything. I see.
And I'm not trying to. I was like, I'm
Just doing
doing
better
my
than you think.
workouts. I'm doing what's scheduled. And I thought, oh my, surprised myself.
And speaking on that subject, how do you stay motivated?
I I have to I encourage myself. Um, I see the results. Results keep me motivated. When I see my numbers go down from my test results, that's motivation for me. That's enough for me to keep going. That says, this thing is working.
Mhm.
Um, so that's what keeps me motivated. Also, 7 grandchildren keep me motivated. So and being the matriarch of my family, I have to keep going. So
Yes, it
exercise
absolutely.
keeps me there.
I am finding as I get older that that is an invited responsibility. To
Hmm.
a good example for the generations coming up. Heck, I'm in 100 Black Men. One of our statements is, "What they see is what they will be." So
Exactly.
you never know who's watching you. And speaking of which, you have been an integral part of Key Body and Fitness from a motivational standpoint. For those of you that may not know, Lana is always heavy in the messenger on the app, always encouraging people. I just love seeing that kind of camaraderie because, quite frankly, that's what it takes. I'm not sure if you remember, but back when 25 years ago, when we were bricks and sticks, it would drive me nuts then because I was a younger person. I didn't know any better. People would refer to Key Body as the cheers of fitness. And I hated that term until I came to understand, look, people are coming here to exercise. Everybody knows that's good for them, but the camaraderie, meeting people that you otherwise would not, being able to motivate. Sometimes, some people would come to the gym not because they were motivated, but because they knew Sally was counting on them to be there for them. And she's been, we've been going back and forth and motivating each other to exercise. I don't want to let her down. I am certainly one that's wired in that way where it's more of the accountability than it is my actual discipline. So yeah, I totally get that. And also, outside of some of the obvious, what are some of the health changes that you've noticed in your daily life since you started your exercise program?
Oh my goodness. The energy, for one,
Mhm.
is outstanding. I find myself being able to do so much more now. Um, and I have to admit that I am the most fit that I have been in my whole fitness journey with these last 6 months that I've been with you.
Wow.
This is amazing to me. The energy, the weight loss,
Mhm. Mhm.
this seeing the changes in your body, that does it. I mean,
Mhm.
that's it for me. It's something that works. I've tried so many things in the past,
Mhm.
and when you see something that works like this, amazing. It's just you have to stick with it.
And I am that may end up on a t-shirt. Here we are at 70 years old, a week out or a year out of after a heart attack, and I'm in the best shape of my life.
I am. I am in the best shape. I live on a second floor. I could barely walk up and down the steps, David. And I thought, uh-oh, something's wrong here.
Mhm.
Synvisc injections in the knee. Okay, they're great for several months, but what I wasn't getting is that I needed to move more. I needed to work that joint, that body part. And when I started with you, and I'm not kidding you, the knee pain, zero.
Okay, nice. I love it. It's
It's
interesting.
a lot going on.
as we're doing this interview, I'm actually conducting a coaching call. So
Oh, that's okay.
I'm sitting here keeping notes on some of these things that
That's okay. Multitask. I just did.
uh, and the final question, any words of wisdom that you would give to anyone who's starting an exercise program, who's been on an exercise program? Just I just love some of the comments that you give people because they are literally direct, straight, and to the point, and the type that down the road people will think about some of those things that were said that just may be that little extra thing to get a person over the edge. I always have to remind myself, you never know what a person's dealing with in their life at any
True.
particular time, the struggles they may have. I almost envision us as a sanctuary away from all of those things and in a platform
That's true.
where you can actually help. But any advice you would give to people who are on a similar journey?
I do. And I've been thinking about it. And what several words come to mind is don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give up. Even if you have to start baby steps, baby steps. When I started working out again after my heart attack, I took it slow. I was very calculated. I even modified everything. And I thought, am I going to be able to do this?
Mm-hmm.
3 months later, here I am lifting heavier than I've ever lifted, moving more. And I'm able to do those darn shoulder taps. Okay. So, my words of wisdom are don't give up.
Yes.
It may seem like a struggle initially, but I guarantee you the end result is so worth it. It's so worth it.
Well, that'll preach right there. In fact, one of my statements, I repeat it every single chance I get, that the absolute most important component to an exercise program is the frequency of your exercise. Don't give up.
Amen.
Even on those days when you don't feel like doing anything, hey,
Amen.
don't do what some knucklehead fitness professional tells you to do. Go do what you will do consistently.
Well, I did that, David. I did that. There were some days I have to admit it's not always, a rose garden, but if you get up and you just move
Mm-hmm.
even half as much as you did, and that's how I started out, um,
Mm-hmm.
it's the movement.
I,
So,
I'm recalling some of those conversations, just when we got clear to exercise again. And I can remember those first couple of weeks where you made that exact statement to me. Am I ever going to be able to recover from this? Am I ever going to
yes.
feel like my old self? And I'm just so pleased. Here we are a year later, and you're making statements like that's yep, it's going to be on the t-shirt. I'm your life. So, heck, this
Absolutely.
never stops.
Absolutely.
Goals change, but heck, keeping the body moving, keeping in good health. You are a shining example of the type of work, the type of commitment that it takes in order to get good results. And heck, I'm
Absolutely.
as a pillar. Look, here's a person that's done it successfully. Heck, if Yolanda can do it, anybody
Amen.
can do it. So
Amen.
I just thank you so much for your friendship, for your patronage, and as we can continue to make more testimonies about your journey, heck, this thing ain't over. I want to hear that statement again next year.
Oh, it's just the beginning, honestly. I thank you for providing this platform for me to share my journey. And I hope I have encouraged someone along the way that, hey, at 70, it's never too late.
All righty, Yolanda. Well, I know you're busy sitting at your desk. We'll let you go. Thank you for taking this time for the interview. And as we chop this thing up and put it back out, I'm
Cool.
hoping that it encourages other people to stick with their fitness journey and in order to put themselves in a position where they can be helped. So, again,
Absolutely.
on your successes and continue to be a beacon because whether you know it or not, a lot of people are following you. So
Oh, thank you so much.
that shining example of what it takes, and you're a real world example of what it takes to
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
appreciate you. And we will talk to you super soon.
Okay. Talk to you later. Thanks a bunch.